my name is Gillian and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 20 ways to save money. The first way you can save money is by saving your spare change. Whenever you pay with cash, make sure you get the change and you put it in the same spot every time. If you don't put it in the same spot, then it's just going to be spread all over your house and your car and it will never seem to really add up. But if you put it in the same spot over and over again, say a jar on your kitchen counter, or maybe you even have a piggy bank, then it will really add up and you can eventually use it to buy something that you actually want. The second way that you can save money is to cancel your cable. First of all, are you actually even using it? And second of all, couldn't you use that time for something that would actually make you money or make you happier? My third tip for saving money is to spend your time on a profitable hobby. So now that you've ditched the cable, you can use that time to do something that actually earns you money. Maybe this means that you're making crafts and selling them on Etsy, maybe you start a profitable YouTube channel, or maybe you start doing some sort of freelance work. Number 4 is declutter and sell your stuff. You know how nice it feels to have a clean, clear space, so you'll actually be better off if you get rid of some of your stuff, and by getting rid of it, you can earn some money that you can save. The fifth way that you can save money is by practicing the 30-day rule. Now the 30-day rule is just this. Whenever you think that you want to buy something, maybe you're in a store and you see some clothes that you want to buy, or you see a gadget that you think you need, or maybe you're even online looking around on Amazon and you see something that you think you want to buy. Instead of just impulsively buying it right then, make yourself wait 30 days. If it's something that you really want, you'll still want it 30 days later and you'll still remember it 30 days later. So stick to your budget, buy the things that you've planned on buying, but for anything that you spontaneously want to spend money on, make yourself wait 30 days. My sixth tip for saving money is to stick to your shopping list. I find that the closer I stick to my shopping list, the less money I spend on groceries. If you haven't done this yourself, I encourage you to try it, and if you have done it, my question for you is, why don't you always do it? The seventh way that you can save money is to invite friends over instead of going out. You don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money at a restaurant or at a bar in order to have a good time and to socialize with your friends. You can actually often create a much better connection with people if they come to your own house. They'll feel more welcome, it will be more intimate, and you'll be able to have a better conversation without all the noise of other people. Another thing that you can do to save money is to make a list of things that you enjoy doing for free. Whenever we're trying to save money, it can start to feel like we're depriving ourselves and we never have any fun, and this can end up backfiring if we wind up splurging. So what I'd recommend that you do is you make a list of things that you love doing for free, and then you make a point of actually doing those things so that you don't feel deprived. Because chances are there are tons of things that you really enjoy doing that don't cost anything at all. My ninth tip for saving money is to cancel subscriptions. If you're subscribed to a magazine or even a gym, anything that you aren't using, then you will definitely be better off if you just cancel that subscription. Be real with yourself, be honest, are you actually going to use it? If not, then just save your money. The 10th way that you can save money is to spend time instead of money on your kids. Sometimes when we're working a lot, we can try to put a band-aid on the problem of not being close enough with our kids by buying them stuff. But not only does this waste our money, but it also doesn't really solve the problem. So instead, make it a point to put an event on your calendar where you're actually going to spend time with your kids. Even if that isn't something that's going to cost you money, it could be as simple as playing a board game or doing an art project with them. Tip number 11 is to prioritize paying off debts. Now at first, this might seem almost contradictory, like that's what we're trying to accomplish, not a way to accomplish it, but really if you can prioritize paying off your debts, it will help you to save money. If for a few months or even a few years you can live very frugally and not buy very much, then you can pay off your debts and then you won't be paying interest on those debts every single month, and that will allow you to save money much more quickly. Tip number 11 is to clean out your closet. Now, of course, when you clean out your closet, you can sell the things that you decide to get rid of, but that's not so much my point here. My point is that if you clean out your closet and you have less in your closet, but they're the things that you truly love to wear, then you will feel much more confident in the clothes that you wear, and you won't have such a desire to constantly be buying new clothes. The 13th way that you can save money is by drinking more water. Yes, drink more water, because water is generally basically free, and pretty much anything else that you would drink would cost money, and it also might be adding to your waistline. So do something for your health and save money at the same time by drinking more water. Tip number 14 goes right along with that, and that is to avoid convenience food. Convenience food might be fast food, it might be food you buy at a convenience store, or it might just be easy prepackaged snacks that you buy at the grocery store. But this food is generally overpriced and not very good for your health. My 15th tip is to plan meals around affordable staples, things like beans and rice and potatoes. Now, I'm not saying you need to eat beans and rice and potatoes all the time. That would get pretty boring, and what's the point of saving money if we're not also enjoying life, right? But if you can plan your meals around these staples so that you're getting a significant number of your calories from those really affordable sources, then you will save a lot of money. Tip number 16 is to utilize your local library. Now, reading is an amazing thing, and I highly recommend that you do lots of it, but if you're constantly buying books on Amazon, that's a bill that can really add up and really isn't necessary. You can normally borrow a book from your local library, and even if they don't have it, you can often request it, and they can either order it from another library in their library system, or they might even buy it just for you. The 17th tip is to invest in quality. Now, this is interesting because it actually involves spending a little bit more money up front, but if you buy higher quality clothes, not only will you be more pleased with them and feel more confident in them, so you won't need as many things in your wardrobe, but they'll also last a lot longer, so you won't have to keep buying new things every single season. Tip number 18 is so important, and it made such a big difference in my own life, and that is to create a realistic budget. Literally for years, I tried to keep myself to a budget, and I never managed to actually stick with it for more than a single month. It seemed like the harder I tried to hold myself to a budget, the more I resisted it. I either just didn't keep track of what I was spending, or I way overspent. And so I kind of gave up for a while. But I finally realized it was because my budget really wasn't being realistic. I wanted to spend way more than I was telling myself I would spend, and so not only was I trying to learn the habit of keeping a budget, but I was also trying to at the same time completely shift my lifestyle and become really frugal all at once. I realized that I needed to be realistic about how much money I was actually going to spend on different categories, and instead of trying to go on a diet, I needed to just start tracking. And then over time, I could work on adjusting that budget to shape my habits. My 19th tip is something that I know you've heard before, but it really works, and that is to toss your credit cards. There are plenty of studies that have shown that when we pay with cash, we spend less money. I know that there are all sorts of rewards that you can get by having credit cards. Those points can certainly add up, and they can help you make money, but in my personal experience and in the experience of many people who I know, actually choosing to cut up those credit cards saved money in the long run. But not having the credit cards really helps us avoid getting into debt, and debt can be really expensive. Finally, tip number 20 for saving money is to shop at the bulk grocery store. Instead of buying everything that you buy in packages where it's often overpriced, go to the bulk section of your grocery store, or go to a grocery store that has a bulk section, and buy the amount of something that you actually need. Not only will this food probably be cheaper per ounce or per pound, but because you'll be buying the amount of something that you actually need, it will really help you reduce food and money waste. Okay, well, there you have it, 20 ways to save money. If you have any suggestions for more ways to save money that I didn't mention in this video, make sure you post a comment down below so that you can share your idea with everyone. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe so that you don't miss my next video, and also like this video so that I know you want to see more content like this in the future. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Gillian Perkins, and I hope you're having an amazing week.